we have our weekly chart right here, and the red line is our 55-day moving average, and here July of 2021, and right here September of 2021. So that's about what, a 2 months difference. We have Doge finding support at the 55-day moving average. And if you look at it, you'll see what I see, which is this nice W formation right there. So it bottomed here and it bottomed here, and the 55 is acting as a very strong support for it. Now, double bottom pattern formation is very bullish, so which is a very good sign for Doge. Also, looking down the bottom here, we see we're slowly getting our volume back. So there's a hype now back in Doge after the Shiba Inu run, and buyers are jumping back onto the scene, which is very interesting for Doge, because if you look way back at the start of this year, look at how much volume we had. And ever since, we haven't been able to match this volume, but slowly we're creeping up here. Okay, but before we move on to the daily chart, one more thing. The last time we had a golden cross with the 9-day and the 20-day, so these two, the blue and the yellow, the very last time we golden crossed was way back, beginning of this year. And we haven't seen a golden cross ever since. We had that dip down here, and then we've had that death cross here. But look at what's happening on the weekly. We have that golden cross. Let's extend the charts a little bit, and you can see it right there. So that is a positive sign for Doge. Now this is a weekly chart, and we can see all this indecision as indicated by the long wicks. But all in all, this is still a bullish price action. And of course, drawing our trend line right here just shows us just what we want to see there. Moving down to the daily chart. Here we have the daily chart, and looking at yesterday's price action right there, we see Doge made a high of 0.3399, so almost 34 cents. But then we had the pullback, with the pullback continuing into today. Now what's important at this point is if we draw this line of resistance right here, we can see that today price came all the way down to previous resistance set here, here, here. You can see all the resistance set at these different points, and Doge actually respected it today, which is good. So that's where we have this bottom wick. We still have quite a few hours left in this day, so what we would like to see is for the price of Doge to keep on increasing until we get a nice green candle, and that would be a nice continuation pattern. If price does dip below where we have this line of resistance, if price does dip below 27.65, then we could be looking at quite a bit more consolidation. If we show our moving averages right there, we can see Doge isn't doing too badly because price action is still above the 3 moving averages. So this indicates good buying pressure. And not only that, price action is above previously set resistance. Looking at our daily chart, we still have quite a bit of a way to go yet to meet that all-time high that was set back in May of 2021. But the good thing is Doge has come out of its hibernation from 21 July all the way to October 28. So that's 3 months. So Doge has been in a state of slumber, operating beneath the 55-day moving average. In fact, operating mostly below all the 3 moving averages. It attempted to rise sometime in August, but it failed to keep up that momentum, that buying pressure, and so we got that dip again in September, just for here now for Doge to wake up with this big green candle from yesterday. Resistances that Doge has to break above right here. So I've drawn in these lines of resistance, which Doge has to break through before it can continue its upward motion up to $1, if it's going to make $1 this year. So when we draw our Fibonacci levels, we see very, very clearly here that a lot of price action has been going on around this 61.8% line. So that's at 30 cents. So that's why it seems like we've been at 30 cents for what, the better part of 3 months. Price action has been oscillating around this 30-cent mark. That shows 61.8 as a really strong Fibonacci level that was set way back in May of this year. And the yellow shaded area indicates the beginning of the golden zone. So once price action can not just break through the golden zone, as it has on several occasions, but once it can stay above the golden zone, then we're sure to see some real price action from Doge to the upside. So I'm going to use my Heikin Ashi candlesticks to figure out whether Doge is in an uptrend or a downtrend. And the way you do that is just to make sure you select Heikin Ashi candlesticks rather than just your regular candlesticks. And looking at the chart, you can see here over the last 4 days, we have green candlesticks. Now, these are not your regular candlesticks, but they're Heikin Ashi candlesticks. And their function is to show trend. Here, when there was a downtrend, we see there were no top wicks and just the bottom wicks, which indicated a downtrend. A narrow body indicates a change in trend, which we can see over here as well, where the trend is changing from the downtrend to the upward trend. So right now, thanks to Heikin Ashi candlesticks and looking at our trends on the higher time frame, we see that Doge is definitely in an upward trend. So going to our daily charts as well, bearing in mind we're still looking at Heikin Ashi candlesticks, we see the green candlesticks with the top wicks indicate that upward trend. The red candlesticks with the bottom wicks indicate the downtrend. And we see in the midst of the upward movement here, we had these two candlesticks, the doji, which always shows price indecision, and then this big, huge dump with the big red body and the big bottom wick. But in the last 2 days, we see a change in trend with the appearance of our green candlesticks. Well, that's all, folks. I hope you've learned something from this video. And if you have, the only thing I ask is that you hit that like button, comment below, because I do use your comments to better inform me of what other content to create. Share with your friends and family. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, but most importantly, don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you get my videos as soon as I upload them. And I'll meet you in the next video.